All right, guys. Hey, cousins. Welcome to Patreon Fridays. It's your girl Amber, aka Watch Amber. I am the co-founder of the Herpes Can Never movement and the Confidence.
My name is Shayna Singleton, aka the Herpes Goddess, and yes, having me is a big flex. I have grown the largest herpes awareness community of over 240K because I inspire people to love themselves more. The mission is to make everyone feel uncomfortable until the herpes community feels comfortable being open about their status and proud of their sexuality. I'm so happy to have you here tonight with us, Queen, because I don't know where everybody else is at, but we're not gonna talk about it. They can catch this attitude on the replay. Look.
They can catch the tubes. We have the tubes. Where y'all at? And if y'all come in late, y'all gonna watch this part of the video and be like, they was talking about me before I got there. Yes, we were.
Yes, we was. No.
Come on in. We are literally going to be having the room open 10 minutes before and starting right at 8 so we can give you guys the full hour. Shayna really brought light to that, and that's what we want to do. We want to connect with you guys as long as we can. So you'll get used to the new schedule adjustments and you'll fall right on in. We hope, because we do this for you guys, we do this for us, and we're excited to spend this time with you. So yeah, today is sex and self-care Fridays.
Yes, let's get into it. I got some questions for you and Key.
Oh Lord, my Lord. So I guess I need to get some hints. I should already come prepared with my notebook.
Yeah. And Key over there, you feel getting dressed yet, sis? Look.
I am struggling.
Oh, my bad. All
no,
right.
you're fine. I'm listening now.
All right. Because I need to answer the question.
Okay.
Real quick. Tell me something about your ex.
Which
one word.
Condescending.
Amber, now.
Sweet.
Okay. Key, tell me something your ex would say about you. One word.
It's too emotionally unavailable.
Okay. Amber.
Confident.
Okay. Leslie just got in, so before I get the third question, I'm gonna give her the two questions. Leslie,
hey, Queen. Hey, gorgeous.
You look beautiful, first of all. Okay, beat. Let's go.
Yes, Queen. Yes.
We are going over questions, right? So the first question was, say something about your ex. One word. Key said condescending. Amber said sweet. Then we said, what is one word your ex would say about you? Key said emotionally unavailable. Amber said confident. How would you answer? Can you answer?
Not really. I'm like in the car right this second. So I was just tuning to show my face.
Okay. All right. Love you.
Love
All right. So third question. Y'all ready?
Yes.
Key, give me one good memory from your ex.
My 23rd birthday.
23rd birthday. What did he do? What happened? What was the memory? Fill us in.
We went out to Ocean Prime for dinner, and I had a really, really good time.
Okay.
That was with your ex?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Amber? Real quick.
So mine is, my ex lived in DC. So I went there to visit them one weekend, and we were just like hopping from happy hour to happy hour in the middle of the day. And we made it to this last happy hour, and we had like 7 margaritas in like 35 minutes. And we just was like feeling the vibe and dancing. It was like we was in our own little world, and it was just like the best time ever. And then we were leaving out, and it was like the bathrooms were unisex, and we both went into the bathroom stall and locked the stall. That was the one time I've ever in my life ever done that. And it was lit. And we just like walked out and we just like talked about that so many times after because it was like some shit out of a movie. And so that was like fun. I won't ever forget that.
Okay. I love that. I did these questions. Okay, let me answer.
Yes, girl, because I was like, because what's your answers?
Say something about my ex, King. What word would your ex say about you? I have no idea.
Really?
Queen.
No idea.
Mother.
The queen?
Queen.
Okay,
yeah. Good memory. The day my son was conceived. Yeah.
So that was a good night.
Yeah. So it was full moon, y'all. That's when I had the sand in my coochie for a week. Remember I told you?
Wow, that was the beach trip.
Yeah. I mean, the night was blue. Like the night was lit up. You can literally walk outside, no flashlight, no nothing, because the sun was so bright.
That's amazing. Like that's a perfect night.
It was a perfect night. I'm glad. Like I know when I got pregnant.
Wow, that's amazing.
Okay.
Woo!
Anyway, I brought these questions up just because sometimes we know we haven't healed from our ex if the memories don't feel good. That's my indicator. There used to be a time when I'll have a good memory about my ex and get mad. An asshole. Like I was just bitter and still mad at him and was holding grudges. So those good memories, those bonds that we built, I couldn't enjoy them. And then I came to a point in my healing where I started to enjoy the memories, think about it and freaking laugh and crack up and still feel happiness from that memory and not wanting to be attached to my ex. And that was a beautiful moment for me. So I thought that these questions might trigger or make you think, or how you look at your ex, or if you've moved on, or if you need to move on, or have you healed yet? Do you need to heal? How do we look at our exes? I'm going to show you a 10-minute video. And then after the video, I'm going to share with y'all if I could do this with my ex or not. Because I can say how I feel, but I don't know if I'm ready to sit down with my ex and hear what my ex has to say about me. Like about the relationship. I don't know. I'm not sure if I can do that.
Really?
Maybe I'm in the level of my healing that I can sit there through it, but I don't know if I'm ready. If I'm ready for that part yet.
What is that?
Because it's a big tie that we have. You know what I'm saying? So I'll show you the video so y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, Shay, you need to get organized. It don't make no sense. You got all these motherfucking browsers up.
I be saying that to my sister. I'm like, Autumn, how can you, what the? She swears she got it in order, but see, look, boom, here we go.
How was the sex in your relationship?
What?
Solid 7. What the f is wrong with you? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So can you tell me a little bit about your relationship with each other? How did you guys meet and how long were you guys together?
So we met on Tinder and then we started dating 2 weeks later.
Yep.
The reason why we broke up, I guess you could say, was our timing just seemed like it wasn't aligned.
I wanted more of a relationship than he wanted. But we had like multiple conversations about it where it was like, it's not likely that it's gonna work.
she saw me as a best friend, and I think like it took me a year and a half, and I was like, I see something out of this.
And that's when we dated for basically 8 years.
Did you have breakup sex? Like
Which time?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Every time.
We had our break of not talking to each other, and then when we finally started talking to each other, we did have sex.
I don't remember it that way.
How do you remember it?
I remember us not having sex.
Who are you lying to? Who are you lying to?
Yes. Yeah,
That's how.
that's how. Broke up, hooked up after more than once. No.
No, not
No.
yet.
Not yet.
Just
Not-
kidding.
How was the sex in your relationship? Like
One.
a solid 7. What the f is wrong with you? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. 10.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
9.
What point in the relationship?
For the entire time.
It fluctuated.
How long did it take for you to be physically intimate with another person after your breakup?
Like,
It's okay, you won't hurt my feelings.
like 8 months or something like that. It was a while until I was comfortable.
I would say about the same, maybe a little bit shorter.
I haven't.
Yeah, same.
I mean, when you have feelings for somebody, it elevates it.
Feelings?
Yeah. Shut. Wow. I wanted to have sex with somebody that I wanted to get into a relationship again, and so that takes a while. Finding somebody.
The next day for me, unfortunately. At the time, it was shocking and devastating. There was other stuff that took place before that final incident that happened. I'm a level up type of person. Like I hit my rock bottom and then I remember myself. I'm like, oh yes, I know who I am.
A few months, maybe a year. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe a few months.
I don't believe that.
I just wasn't interested in anybody really for a while.
For me, it didn't take that long. I think the reason why I tried it with someone else after is because I was really upset. I felt like I could have done things differently that wouldn't have created that whole months to year of not speaking to each other.
I mean, I haven't had sex with another
Nice,
person. I mean, kind of fooled around a little bit with
Yeah.
somebody, but it was definitely like the sad, and they knew that like I had just went through a breakup. I was like,
I didn't know that he hooked up with anybody, so news to me.
but I said it wasn't a hookup.
Do you ever still fantasize about your ex? Yeah, like masturbating sometimes.
No, yeah, I think about her, and she's a very gorgeous girl, Yeah.
No, no, not at all.
Yeah, right.
Like barely something. Really?
No, never. She talks way too much.
No, I wouldn't say I fantasize.
We live with each other, so
Yeah.
if
I check her out a lot though. So.
wow, I thought I was getting my feelings hurt.
Fantasize is a strong word.
Just here.
I mean, okay. I mean,
Tell
yeah,
the truth. Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely, definitely, most definitely. She's hot. Do you compare your current partners to your ex? I don't have any current partners to compare to.
No, but when I'm hitting on other girls and stuff, it's kind of feels like a waste of time. Just kind of reminds me of what I have back at home.
I mean, yeah, I haven't had any. I'm sure I will, I guess you kind of always do think about it. And he was my best friend too, so that is a big thing for me,
She wasn't the problem in the relationship. It was just the relationship, So it's I'm always trying to find that connection again. I try not to compare everyone to her. We knew each other for so long that we knew each other inside and out.
I just know what I want now. You just know everything. Never mind, I shouldn't say that. But yeah, it's just very different. I still compare her to this day.
Great to know.
Yeah, great to know.
What was something your partner did in bed that you hated?
Give me this.
I think it was just mainly inexperienced. That's really it. Like I didn't like the position we were in.
To be honest, you were inexperienced too.
Yeah,
Because it was your first time. But other than that, what we learned from was like, like porn or whatever.
I didn't watch porn.
All right, I didn't either.
Yes,
You did. Honestly, there's never been anything where I'm like,
never even just had an awkward moment in general. Now I know more like what I like to.
yeah,
And
same.
stuff like that.
I would like maybe just like a smidge more variety. Something.
Yeah, no, totally.
You know?
Because I would be, get home from work late and be tired and be like, okay.
Like she'll try to rub me in my area. I don't know why her hand literally just like travels, like just goes to different spots. I'm like, you're not at the right, just stay right here. Well, so like as lesbians, we use a strap on. And when there's like a preparation period, she sometimes will like break character. But sometimes I wish I wish the transition would be smooth. I gotta put it on. So that way.
I don't think she likes to give oral for a long period of time.
This guy takes a long time, and I'm tired. Can I be really, really honest with him?
Cool, yeah, let's do it.
He likes eating a lot, but it's not something that I always want. Like, can we chill? Can we just kiss and hold hands? But
You still feel bonded to the other person because of your sexual history. I don't feel bonded because of her sexual history. I just feel bonded because we had history, because we went through like high school together.
No, I feel more bonded to her because actually just like that's like soul tie right there. But yeah.
Yeah, it was my first. Like I was a virgin, and I think we kind of taught each other. If there's things that I liked, and then I told her, and then things she liked, she told me.
I just never had anything good before him, honestly. So I think for me, it's pretty bad.
Oh, he's not gonna answer that.
Oh no, just
He doesn't use that word.
just read it.
You still have love for each other.
Yeah.
We don't use that word.
We.
Apparently, when I'm drunk, I do.
I mean, it's just hard for me like to do that in general. Like that's not a word I use often or anything. So I just wasn't quite at a point where I used it. We just don't not like each other. We're still just like cool. Like, oh, she's a cool ass person. Like she likes me. Like
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, I love this girl a lot. I think she loves me too.
you're flirting a lot today.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we still have a lot of love for each other. We definitely feel lucky in that aspect, It's not always that you get to have that with your ex. So.
Like, I mean, definitely I've learned so much from you.
Yeah,
like,
same.
about myself, about relationships, about sex, like about like everything.
I mean, maybe like friendship wise. Yeah, when we're friends.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
we
yeah,
can't.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
you just shake your head. No, we're not friends.
We can totally be friends.
See, this is why we'd never date again. Because we like know each other way too well now. It hits a point where I could never.
What are the chances of like a reconciliation or getting back together?
Definitely. I'm just like, she's the one. So
We've had talks about this where we need to work a lot of stuff, and it just never clicked to me until like we broke up.
But I think the underlying flaw was that we didn't know how to love each other in a relationship. Like we knew how to love each other as best friends. So I think this is actually pretty great because we were going to talk about it like later today.
I don't wanna have to focus on anybody but my baby and myself right now.
There's a couple things that I know that he wants to deal with and that I want to deal with, like personally.
It's on the table to the side.
Way to the side, way to the back.
I wish when you stop sharing it would stop playing. All right, y'all. So who can do that? Show what's their ex right now.
I could.
Okay.
I just saw a lot of unhealthy bonds still. And it was just so crazy to see how you could see which person was still attached. You could see what person was uncomfortable about the questions being asked. You could see which questions made who uncomfortable. I was just like, but yeah, I could do that. I could definitely do that. I hope, but see, you know what I'm saying? Well, if I didn't say confident was the word I was going to say, I was going to use for me, I would say something along the lines of where maybe he would feel like he can't really be honest about how he feels because I would feel some type of way, which I'm like, do I make you feel that way or do you just feel that way yourself? Like, I don't know. So I'm sorry, but yeah, that's my answer.
How about you, Key?
I feel like it depends on the person. I probably would not have that type of conversation with my most recent ex, just because we are in different places in our lives. He has a baby on the way, and he's engaged now. So,
Oh, my ex has a wife.
but I'm not bitter about that. It's just we tried to have a baby for a year, and now he has the baby he wanted. So it's bittersweet. I'm happy for him, but it is what it is.
Okay, I feel it. I feel it.
Oh, wait. I feel it. I feel it.
I feel it.
Y'all feel it.
I used to be a better baby mama.
Really?
I'm really good friends with my daughter's dad. We have a really good relationship.
Okay.
How long were you a bitter baby mama and why?
I was pregnant.
Yeah.
And decided not to be with somebody that I was with for years. And I was in the middle of my pregnancy. 3 weeks later, he was with his now wife. Okay. So the whole time that I'm pregnant, I am pregnant by myself, appointments by myself, pregnancy PT by myself, looking like the other woman at pregnancy PT because they put all the soldiers that are pregnant together. Watching their relationship flourish, everything that we couldn't do because of the difference in rank, him doing it in this new relationship, all of that shit, being pregnant, finding out I had herpes, I'm gonna become a mother. That's why the fuck I was a bitter baby mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just caught up in that whirlwind of emotion. I was a victim. I was in that depression. I was in that wave. That's why I was a better baby mother. I let that go in 2017 when I met myself. But I wasn't like bitter in the typical bitter baby mother way. I was bitter in the I don't feel like holding this phone up so you can FaceTime your son. I'm gonna sit the phone here. And if my son crawls away, he crawls the fuck away. If he comes back, he comes back. In that type of nitpicky type of way. So when I say bitter baby mom, in a shade way.
Yeah.
I own that. Hurt. My feelings is hurt, yo. Ooh. My feelings is hurt.
This is deep.
Yeah.
So, Key, how long were you with the ex that's now engaged?
A little over a year. You ever just really feel comfortable with somebody early on in a relationship?
Yes.
We were very comfortable around each other.
Okay.
So
but
what I've realized, okay, go ahead.
It was just, I feel like we were like our parents. Like, he's the same sign as my mom, and I'm the same sign as his mom. So I feel like it was just too much. Like, I felt like he reminded me so much of my mom that it was annoying as shit. So.
But you liked it because you felt comfortable around him.
Mm-hmm.
So in my self-growth, I've realized that because I've like the last 3 or 4 guys that I've talked to, I felt kind of immediately comfortable with. There was just like this familiarity, there was this transparency, there was just this with like the last 3 or 4 guys that I've dated. But what I had to realize is what you have to be able to discern is where that comfort is coming from, where the source of that is. And if that source is rooted in pain, then your trauma, like y'all's brokenness is attracting each other and seeing each other. And that's what's making it comfortable and familiar because y'all are both in like hurting somewhere deep with y'all's own shit. So it's just like what I had to do was realize that just because someone felt familiar to me didn't necessarily mean that that was like rare or special or one of a kind or like just meant something so significant. It might have just been the relationship came into my life to here's the lesson you're about to learn, or here's something I'm trying to show you about you, or like, you know, what the guy gave me herpes. He was in my Instagram DMs. We started communicating. It felt real comfortable. It felt real just natural, which immediately my guards came down and just all types of like things I looked past that I might not have looked past if it just wasn't as comfortable as it was. But we were both insecure. We were both shallow. We were both seeking validation from our image and not who we really are. We both didn't love each other. Those were the things that attracted us to each other on the inside, but on the outside, it was this comfort level stuff that you might be feeling. So I just want to encourage you to just spend time recognizing that whatever is for you can't miss you. And that if it's something in your past, it's to teach you a lesson about yourself and just go on that journey with like healing the broken parts of you. And that will attract better people to you because there'll be more healed versions than your past version, because you truly do attract who your spirit is on the inside. So I just want to share that.
Okay.
I'm trying not to get emotional.
You can get emotional. That's what Patreon Fridays are for.
It's just so hard when you. I'm not saying that I don't know what's wrong, but I don't know what's wrong.
Right.
With what?
With who I am. Like a lot of people that I've dated in the past always say that I don't really express myself. I just seem like closed off. I only open up when I want to, or I always get you're emotionally unavailable. Like you don't really care about expressing yourself until you get mad. So there's that.
You don't talk to yourself. That's what's wrong. You gotta start writing it down. What is wrong, Key? To your damn self. And just write. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Until you know. Figure it out. Talk to you. There's a disconnect with you. That's why there's a disconnect with everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
They can't connect because you can't even connect. So we got to figure out how you connect to yourself. That's it. And that's okay. That is okay. Nothing's wrong with you. You have to figure it out. Maybe something happened to you as a little girl that's stopping you from letting other people in a way. Maybe it's something from your mom. Maybe it could be anything. But you're not going to know unless you start doing the work. You're not going to know until you peel the onion. You got to do it. Amber?
I love that. That's it, you know, and you are at this place for a reason. You know, you're invested in yourself this time, you're ready, and you just have to commit to going somewhere new with your thoughts and just really saying that this might be painful, or like I sometimes try to forget stuff so much that I really have to question whether they happened or not, because I literally would try to convince myself that something did or did not happen. And that's how powerful our minds are. So it's just like you got like the work is in front of you, but it's exciting because you get to learn parts of yourself. And like Shayna said, like I really cannot have an authentic relationship with anyone until I had an authentic relationship with myself. And I did not have an authentic relationship with myself until I got herpes, because herpes stopped everything and made me say, okay, if I'm going to continue to live another day, I've got to make this make sense. So in making this make sense, I had to commit to doing the work that Shane is talking about, figuring out why I let the guy in so quick, or feeling out why I was operating from boredom and desperation when I responded to his DMs instead of just saying, no, I'm not interested in that being enough but nobody else was around. So I said yes, addressing all that shit. That's what I went on the journey to do after my herpes. And so it had long lasting effects on who I was. And that started to change who I was and change what I required from the people around me. Like that confidence will build on itself as you begin to understand why you are the way you are and be able to show up for yourself and explain that to others, but also address the parts of yourself that you don't necessarily care for and do the work in those areas because you want to be a better version of yourself. So this is what the season of your life is for. Like so many of us are focused on in the community, they ask Shane and I about how to attract someone outside of them, how to find a relationship, love, how to disclose, how to tell. But like what we're here to tell you is to work on the relationship with yourself, because that relationship is going to change every other relationship with every person you come in contact with, family, friends, significant others. It changes everything because you go on a journey that many people are like don't do. They don't go on this journey, and that's why we're here for, to figure out why we're here for, and to show up for ourselves. And that's why I think everybody in our community has aligned to Shane and I, because they feel that inside of them, they're just working through how to manifest that in their own life and how to really go about doing the work. And we want to show you that this is what it looks like on the other side of the work. And it still is work, but it's a transformation that everyone has access to, because I didn't even know Shayna before I put my video out. She put her video out. We found each other because we had did some work in our own lives, some real work. And that's what God brought us together. So it's just like, we want to be the example in front of your eyes about what happens when you do real work in your life. Also, why not sugarcoat and letting them know that most people ain't about this life. So we hope that you are, because you got it in you.
Okay. We're going to do an exercise together. We're going to list our ideal partner right now.
We need some time. Don't say no 1 minute shit.
No, I got the list. Y'all just gonna, or y'all can write it down in your books as well. But we're gonna do a joint. Okay. So this one can be a little funny if we want to make it a little funny, but this is a good exercise just to do for yourself too. You should have intentions when it comes to the people you want in your life and who you want to be and how they're gonna show up. You should know what that looks like so that when they come, you find them. They're there. It's like, oh, you know, there's no red flags. We gotta write it down first, okay? All right, so I'm gonna let me do the first one. Our ideal partner together is going to be a god. Look at me. Sorry, because I'm like God, like, herpes got it. Yes. This is what it is. All right, Amber, your turn.
My ideal partner is going to be
confident. All right, Key.
Humble.
Ooh, I have a hard time with the word humble.
Yeah, she does.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Love themselves unconditionally more than anyone.
Unconditionally. Mom will be funny.
Okay. Oh, I love funny. Oh, I got a thing for funny people.
Okay. I like funny.
Patient.
I like that.
Self-aware.
Ooh, yes. Zaddy. I might call you Zaddy if you mess around and be self-aware. That is so attractive.
Yes.
Faithful.
Okay.
Good work ethic. So I guess that would be like hardworking. I don't know.
Good work.
Can we since this is our group, man, can we put entrepreneur as our okay.
Yeah, which is definitely some work ethic. Yes, babe.
Our ideal partner is going to be a billionaire before they're a trillionaire.
Yes. I'm saying our ideal partner don't play about us. So they all about theirs. I need that quality. I need you to be all in.
We coming with the big energy. Hold on, we put herpes never on this list.
Let's go. Let's go.
My ideal partner is gonna be getting me my phlegm clear when I have an outbreak. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm stumped.
All right, so look, we're gonna just end it here. We'll make our own individual ones for homework.
I love that.
So we put a God, confident, humble, loves themselves unconditionally, funny, patient, self-aware, faithful, entrepreneur. What is that? What is that? Entrepreneur. Billionaire before they a trillionaire. Don't play about us. Herpes can never. Now my question is, are you the person you want to marry? Ooh, I'm not yet. But guess what? I know that I'm not, and I'm on my way to becoming. It's done. Like I'm getting it. That's where I'm getting. That's where I'm headed. That's where my mindset is at. I'm such in a rush to get there because I want to attract who I am. I can't ask for this list if I don't give that. That's not even what I put into the universe to even be expecting it back.
Thanks.
Now, when I first wrote my list down, it was scary. It was like, damn, I'm far off from the person that I want to marry. Now, when I look at this list, I am a God. I am confident. I don't know that word, humble. I love myself unconditionally. I'm funny. I'm patient.
Yes.
I'm self-aware. I'm faithful. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm gonna be a billionaire before I'm a trillionaire.
Yes.
I already don't play about me, so I know I'm not gonna play about us. And herpes could never, like, you see how I'm running down this block. What? Become the person you want to marry. But figure out what type of person you want to marry. Who do you want to marry?
Literally become the person.
Who do you want to attract? What type of energy you want to attract? We all get shots at this here life, and some people go for it. Some people are content, and some people just let life run over them like a truck. We've seen people, Tyler Perry, homeless, become billionaires. It's literally mindset. No matter what time, what age in life will we hop on that wave, as soon as we realize it's a mindset, it's setting intentions, it's self-care, it's clear thoughts, it's self-awareness, it's self-love. Every rich person meditates, y'all. I mean the rich, the filthy rich. They meditate. I gotta say something. You gotta study them patterns. They talk about Trump. I despise the man. But I'll read his books. This man was about his money. He's an entrepreneur. He's a smart man. I'll read the books. Amber, take over because I'm gonna go on a rant and now I'm on Trump. Won't talk about him right now.
Well, our spouse sounded fine, so that was exciting to do. I just want to, yeah, everything that Shayna said, period, especially when she talked about becoming the person. And I feel the same way. I could look at the list 3 years ago and I would feel so discouraged. And even if you write down your list and you say, gosh, I'm only one or two of these right now, at least you have a target on how to, like, what to accomplish. You have a game plan. You have an idea of what to go after. Like, that's encouraging. So don't be discouraged. Like, figure out who it is you want to attract and work on becoming that person. And if you put all your intentions and efforts in that, then that will be what's best. So Key, I don't know, like, what are your thoughts after hearing some of the stuff that Shayna and I shared?
There's some work that needs to be done, especially like the list we just did. I'm the most impatient person ever. I don't have patience at all. And I mean at all. I just get it so irritated. I've always been like that. Like, even like I have a 4-year-old. My mom be like, you need to develop some patience because you have a child. Like, girl.
I'll tell you why.
I'm like, you walking down the steps.
I'm gonna tell you exactly why you're impatient. Because you tell yourself that and you believe it. See how you so freely, I'm impatient. Like, you own it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the spell you speak into your life. Then again, your subconscious, it works so fickle. It's gonna do everything to prove that right into your life. So we gotta speak something different if we want something different. Now that you know that you're impatient, you just said it. We brought awareness to it. Let's celebrate. Today, moving forward in your affirmation, you should say, I'm patient. Even if you don't believe it, say, I'm patient. I'm patient. Practice speaking something else into your life.
Yes.
Then you'll get a different result. So you can be patient. Yes. I wasn't patient, but when I wrote my list down and I noticed that, guess what? I learned how to become patient because now I'm aware of it. Every time I'm impatient, I check myself. Before, I didn't have that.
Yeah. Yeah. All of 2020, I had on my affirmation board, I am an author. I am an author. I'm an author. For a whole year, I had that on my vision board. And then, like, now, like, I have a book and I'm an author. So just imagine saying something for over a year and then seeing it like 13, 14 months later. So the power of literally just saying it literally changes and it becomes your reality. Because, like, I used to have the worst road rage, like embarrassing road rage. Like, people would talk about me and laugh at me when they saw like my road rage because I would be fired up every time in the car. Now I still have my moments, but I never thought I could not have road rage. I never thought it. And I'm so much calmer now because I said, I do not want to have road rage. I finally said, instead of embracing it, I said, I don't want to be like this. I don't want to have road rage. I don't want to get annoyed by traffic. And it's changed my habit. It's just changed my mindset so much. So there is so much value and power in that key. So yeah, whatever you speak is what is your reality. So when you find yourself saying, I'm impatient or feeling impatient, stop in the moment and say, okay, here I go. What is going to happen now? Like, I have some options here. Do I need to take a couple of deep breaths and just become aware of the fact of what's happening? Because you're going to have that level of self-control over your emotions in order to do this work, because you're going to feel some stuff. Mm-hmm. But you got to fight through those feelings to get on the other side of it. It's easy to say I'm impatient. 99% of the world is going to say they're impatient, but how can you ask for a patient mate if you yourself are not patient? Mm-hmm. You said patient, and I want a patient mate too. So that's why I had to do the work and be like, I don't want somebody who's going to like flip, like lose it in traffic like I do. So I got to like fucking chill. So like I tried to become that for myself. So we're literally speaking from pure experience here.
And plus, when you're impatient, you can't even see who's impatient and who's not.
Yes.
You being impatient. People who are patient, it's like a clear board. That person's impatient. That person is patient. Because they're patient. They practice patience and silence and soundness and breathing and stillness. They're not going to want an impatient person. So little do you know, you like repulsing the exact thing that you want just because of what you put out.
Yes.
the power, like just writing down, just tongue, spelling. We speak spells, writing shit down. Write it down. Who's my ideal mate? That's who you want to become. It's a list from you. And then now you're self-aware. That's something you've never had in your life. Good for you. You're growing now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you on a journey, you doing this. Some people die and never do this shit.
Yeah.
You setting intentions on your life, for your life. You taking control. You standing in your power now. So you have a list. No matter if you can't even check nothing off the list, you have a motherfucking list.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have so many notes from today.
Girl.
You know what's dope though? The fact that you came, no one else came, it became a one-on-one coaching call. And it's me and Amber on the call. So that's I guess that's a perk. That's a Patreon perk.
It is. For real.
Yeah.
You never know what's about to happen over here.
That's dope. We did some work too. We figured that.
Yeah, we did. I know I took some deep breaths. I know I took some deep breaths, because baby. I'm still deep breathing.
Become your ideal mate. Become the person you want to marry.
I was looking through the book earlier. It had came while I was at work, and I was like skimming through it, and that was one of the first quotes I seen. And I was like, wow, I am not the person that I want to marry yet.
Trigger.
From Shayna's lips to right on the black and white print of the book.
And it's funny because I was engaged really young. I think I was 18 when I first got engaged. And I called the wedding off. I was like, this is not for me. I don't want to do this.
Good.
You was 18.
I just woke up.
Yeah.
I know. And I was like, I'm really young. And I really did love that person. And now to this day, I just feel like things could have been different.
Yeah. I don't know how it would have felt back if I was married at 18. I wasn't even thinking about marriage at 18.
Girl, I'm like,
I was in the streets, yo. I was a stripper at 18. No lie. That's why my name Cheetah, yo. Look.
Is that why your name's Cheetah?
Yeah. That was my stripper name. It's so funny. Basic training, my dress. Oh, let me not. This is recording.
Oh my God.
Let me catch on
we need an after hours.
I was supposed to get my drill started.
We need an after hours. They definitely have records of everything. They can find everybody. I was gonna say people used to think I was a stripper. I said people used to think I was a stripper because I have a tattoo on my butt. So I wasn't a stripper, but I had them stripper years in my 20s. I know, right? Y'all, I was about that life. I'm like, people literally thought I was a stripper because I would be on some other shit. I was not thinking about getting married when I was 18 at all. Like, girl, you was not supposed to get married. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you was, but I don't think. I think if you woulda, you would. If you shoulda, you woulda. Yep. So yes, you definitely are going in the right direction. Forward progress. Like, it's time to stop doing a whole lot of stuff you've been doing. If you want different results, you got to do different things. And so that's what's showing up here is about that is what having your homework, having your notes and reading over them and trying to put them into practice, because nobody's going to do the work for you and nobody can do the work for you until you decide to do it in your own life. That's the only way it's going to affect change in your life. And so that's the part that people get stuck at, because they even write it down, they see it, but you have to do it as well. And so just practice every day. If you forget a day or you slip up, just forgive yourself. Show, you're a work in progress, but make sure have intentions on making progress.
Facts. That's it.
So we're proud of you.
Well, let's end it on a
lot of homework to do.
Yes. We all do, girl.
Let's end it on the sex and self-care note. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to our Friday night.
What's that face for?
It's hard because you're all healed with your ex. Okay, we got some work with our ex that we gotta do. So every time I get something in my head, it's like I have to take two different approaches.
Yeah. Gosh, me and my work.
Oh, I had an episode today, y'all.
Did you?
I was kind of being catty on Facebook.
With who?
My aunt.
About what?
She racist as fuck.
Is she?
Yeah, well, she's a colorist. Let's put it
I think you said. Mm-hmm. So you wasn't with the shit.
Hey, she was on her Facebook and she was kind of like how her grandkids came out a little bit too dark. And I'm like, that's racist as fuck. Then she was like, how my cousin made a post, I can't be racist because my family looked like this and had all different types of people, which is really true. That's what our family looked like. So my aunt goes on there, the racist one. And she's kind of like, yeah, down to blue black. I'm like, this comment racist as fuck. Like the fact that you just said blue black, that's like for what? Then she was like, well, my grandkids, they're the blue black ones. You know, they came out a little bit too dark. I'm like, that's racist. This is all the shit I had to deal with growing up. She was the reason why I hated the skin that I was in, you know? So just to see that she's still in that, just like my grandmother was, I was just kind of calling her out. Then my cousin does a whole, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. And in my head, it was kind of like, that's the problem. It's not a fucking opinion.
Yes.
Y'all need to call her out. Hey, what is going on?
Yes. Because it sounds like now you saving face, and we ain't saving face for no shit that's morally wrong. It's not okay.
I can't do that. I can't. So yeah, I caught myself being a little bit catty. I was just kind of like, you're black, look in the mirror. God was a black woman. Like the dark, you know what I'm saying? Like, love your melanin. Like, your self-hate is loud. You projecting that on your grandkids like you did me. I said, instead of telling your grandkids that they came out a little bit too dark, you should tell your grandkids that they black is beautiful. But it's never like an apology. There's none of that. She goes, she's LOL. It's because her dad's purple black. My dad is deceased. She knows that, like she
said that about your dad.
But listen, that's her normal. She don't see no wrong in her actions and what she's saying because it's that person, oh, I have black friends, I can't be racist type of time. Really delusional. Okay, I understand
stuff like that.
She's my aunt, like she raised me and she loves me. You know what I'm saying? But her own self-hate. She's black. She's a black Puerto Rican. She hates herself so much that she projects that onto us. So she's not trying to be the colorist. She just hates herself. That's how she views herself. She don't like her black skin. That's how I see it as. So she teaching everyone she loves around her not to like their black skin. My grandmother her black skin. So my grandmother put that on me and put that on her, which is her daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the generational curses that run so deep. And I'm fucking fed up. I'm like, yo, that's racist. I'm just kind of like, that's racist. That's racist. This ain't no opinion. That shit is racist. Why are you saying that? You're the reason why I had major identity issues growing up. Like, honey, there was a time you wouldn't even see me with a jet black weave. My hair was straight. It was jet black. I stood out the sun. You wasn't gonna catch me with no tan. Like anything to not look black or not to be black. Because I was trying to look like the European standard of beauty. We grew up, Amber and I grew up, we didn't have the black Barbies until later on. We had one black baby doll, and that baby doll was ugly, and it was roly poly, and it wasn't cute. Like, we didn't have that representation on TV like it is now. It's beautiful. The Christmas movies and the cartoons, like, you really see it now, and it's beautiful. We didn't have that. On top of that, didn't have my dad's side of the family. That shit bothered. Like I said, I met myself in 2017. I had to peel everything back. I'm like, damn, down to one of my favorite aunts, yo.
That's self-work right there.
Yeah. Listen, y'all.
I love you.
Love you.
Thank you for being here. So amazing. Patreon Fridays, lit each and every Friday. You never know what you're going to get. And thank you for being here. Do the work. You are showing up. We're proud of you. Like, you were drawn to us. So that's definitely for a specific purpose. We're here to get in the trenches with you and continue to do the work on ourselves. Herpes could never. And we can't wait until the book club starts here soon, because we're going to be ready to do this journal work together.
I love it.
Peace.
I love you guys.
Bye, Key. Queen and herpes saved my life. I've been called to help women feel unashamed, empowered, and worthy, and I'm using my real life experiences to do so. I'm a certified life coach. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm so happy to have you guys here with us. Shayna.